The teacher is not who teach all the information, but teacher will open the minds of ideas so that the person willingly take it in initiative and do the better. The homework should be assigned based on the need of the present grade. Assignment should be given such a way that they should learn practically. So that should be utilized in our day-to-day life.
Hello and a very warm welcome to Great Principles. I'm your host Seema and I welcome you all to another insightful session. Joining me in conversation is my very thoughtful educator of the day, Mr. Jaganath B. Gond, and he is principal of Beena Vaidya Education Trust, Karnataka. Today we'll be discussing importance of shared leadership. When a school is created or any educational institute is built, it is built with a vision to impart education in its true sense. But just by building, just by the amenities, just by the framework, things don't work. You need the right person at the right place. Great schools are built by great principals. And today we have one such principal on our show
Yes.
who will be discussing this thought more on it. So please welcome Dr. Jagannath. Welcome to Great Principles, sir. We are very honored to have you with us.
Thank
Sir,
you.
you
It's
are
a
there with
privilege
us?
you have given to us to be in the part of the meeting. Yes, sure. It's my privilege to be a part of your the great leadership principals meeting to share few thoughts which is beneficial to me and to all as a team, so that we can share our experiences and lead a much more effective team for the betterment of the society.
Thank you so much, sir. So, sir, before we dig into today's topic, we would like to know something about your journey. How did you started and where you are today? What have been some challenges and some of the achievements of yours in this journey?
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Especially, I basically from the Karnataka. I have completed my graduation and master degree in education, and I'm pursuing the PhD in education in the research. My specialized topic is the leadership, management, and administration, and I have authored more than 4 books, like the learning research and the assessment of the learning and education in the different perspectives. I am the principal of the Beena Vaidya Education Trust, where we are leading the ICS schools 1 to 10 and PU and the degree college. We have a BCom and the BSc. But especially interested to share few thoughts which I have been experiencing last 10 years. As in the leadership team, we always feel that everything should go in a smooth manner and we expect a lot of results. But at end of the day, we face a lot of difficulties. And the result, if not get up to the expectations, many a time we try to blame on others because of this and because of that, because of so and so reasons, we are not able to yield the results. So that's why I have taken this topic to share you that leadership is not a monopoly power or solo authoritative. The leadership is a teamwork. The leader is not one the man who lead the team, but he is the facilitator. He just facilitate the people to go ahead. If in a such a time any problems or difficulties, so he will just guide. This is how you need to go, and this is what you need to do. It is like a driver is there, but all the members very important. So that's why the reason I have taken the leadership is not a solo leadership, but better have a delegation that one should have each responsibility because every individual is an unique and every person has a unique talents and unique qualities and they are specialized. Maybe one may be the interested in specialized in the music, other may be in specialized in the teaching, other may be specialized in the managing, other may best in the IT. So everyone has a unique qualities. So what is the responsibility of the leader is to identify everyone's interest and their qualities and allowed according to their abilities the leadership team, so provide them an opportunity to develop their interest and quality and along with the responsibility to build a better result. So according to me, shared leadership is better than the solo leadership because everyone has a role to play. So only thing leader should allow delegate the job so that they can give a better result. So that's why, ma'am, we
Absolutely.
have more than 50 plus staff here. What I have done it's my personal experience. I'm the principal of the institution, but still then what I have did it, I just share my leadership to different group of people. One may be in administration, and one may be in class management. One is in a class allotment, or one may be the co-curricular activities team, and one is in an exam team. So everyone, if you allotted the team, so burden will be reduced, and a better result will be yielded. That's why
Absolutely,
always I
sir.
tell them work as a team. Team leadership will give the better result. So that's why I feel it is good to have a shared leadership than the solo. Because now in the modern world, so we should have everyone delegations.
Very true, sir. Absolutely. I completely agree with you, sir, on this. That when you have a shared leadership, everyone becomes a part of the responsibility and does the job as a responsibility rather than just as a job. They take it as their responsibility to ensure that the task has been fulfilled. So, very rightly said, sir. And this is something which is happened. Then, the staff also feel the part and included in the
Yeah.
process.
They feel
And
ownership
you
and they
rightly
feel the responsibilities and they feel some kind of the power and they feel that ownership. Yeah, it is my responsibility. It is my
yeah,
accountability. I should do it. I should do it much more better. I should do it much more better. So they feel inner willingness, interest, and the responsibility, which builds a better result. They're rather having one person it guided in one direction. So a different
very
thinking
true.
will get a better assurance.
Very true, sir. Yes, and
So we
yeah,
should
you
have
rightly
that.
said. Then when the team is given responsibility, the ownership, everyone comes up some with new ideas also, and there is a lot of enthusiasm. Everyone tries to be at their best. So this is definitely something which needs to be practiced. Shared leadership, and not only in educational institute. In fact, in every kind of setup, this is something
Yeah,
which will do wonders. So this was sir's
that's
thoughts on shared leadership. Now we have reached to a rapid fire round, sir. So you need to answer me in one word or a single sentence.
yeah, sure.
Okay. So my first question to you is, name a person whom you take as your role model.
Ma'am, one of my guru who taught me in the BEd, that is Dr. Johnson George. He was teaching in my college. He tell that the teacher is not who teach all the information, but teacher will open the minds of ideas so that the person willingly take it in initiative and do the better. So he is my role model. He always say, you think only in one perspective, but if all the team members will think, so there are many perspectives. So among them, one can get in a better result and a better fruitful activities. That's why always he is my best role model to allowing the leadership. So I follow his leadership pattern.
All right, wonderful, sir. Moving ahead to my next question. Do you believe that children up till age 6 should not be taught with books? There shouldn't be books for them.
No, ma'am. I agree, but the perspective which I want to say is different. The book should be there and subject is be taught, but we should avoid all the traditional method of teaching. What early days in our teachers what used to do used to carry the book and they open it a book and you ask one student to stand up and read. Then other the teacher will explain. It was like narrative system. But now what in the modern age is we are child-centered education. So what we have to do is we need to ask them to read the book in back at home and get the basic information. Then when the teacher go into this class, what we need to do is let's today discuss with a few points. Okay, what do you understand in the topic? And how do you think of this question? But like making them to speech and proactive them their thoughts. So that everyone participates and everyone questions and other one answers. So when the participation in the students, there will not be boredom and there will not be like monotonous. So the
So
creativity
book
increases, the interest is increases.
so books will be there,
So there
but with
should
the
be book
new
plus not in the utilizing.
so books with
Yeah.
the creative teaching will be there, right, sir? So wherein all the
Yes.
children are involved and engaged equally. Moving ahead to my next
Yeah.
question. Homework. Are they really necessary? Yes or no?
It is necessary, but not only reading and writing. The homework should be given them to work such a way that the written pattern should be utilized in our day-to-day activities. The homework should be assigned based on the need of the present read. If you give a homework like read this question and memorize and come, no use at all. Rather, you ask that okay, this calculation is there. If in case your father gave these things to bring you, so how it will utilize the maths? Or if it is science, you are facing some problem in the gastric and trouble or something. So which kind of chemical we need to use? So it is taken the chemistry. Or if you're teaching biology, let's have a plantations. So how the plant is photosynthesis process is done. So assignment should be given such a way that they should learn practically. So that should be utilized in our day-to-day life.
Right. Absolutely, sir. So give homework so that they can apply the learnings and understand whether they
Yeah.
understood the concept or not. So this is a very good practice.
Yes.
So moving ahead to my next question, apart from the regular lunch breaks, don't you think that our children need another break in the class of maybe just of 2 minutes wherein they can just move around and sit again in the same class? Do you think that will help to improve the concentration?
So I agree, absolutely agree with that, ma'am. In our school, what we do every 2 periods, what we do first we start after the prayer, we'll start 2 periods. After one period will be 5 minutes of break. Then they will not go into the class, out of the class, but there only they refresh. By the time the teacher will be shifting the one period to other period and one class to other class. There they get a 5 minute break. After 2 periods, we'll give a 10-minute break. When they go out and roam around, their mind will be refreshed, their hands and legs will be stretched up, and they will fresh up it and again come and sit. So if doing this, the mind concentration will be brought back and focus on the topic. So in this, hearing capacity will also increase and the thinking capacity also increase.
Also
If you
increase.
continue keeping a 3 to 4 period and sitting just, what happens is our mind will be monotonous, our body activity will be reduced, the curiosity will not be there. It's like the burden,
Absolutely.
giving like a punishment to stand, just sit and get up and go away. So
Yeah.
now they should bring some kind of changes. Every period at least 5 minutes, or every 2 periods 10 minutes, and every 4 periods the lunch break half an hour. So what happens? 5.5 hour class will be fruitful. If you completely
Absolutely.
sitting him in a 7 hours is no use. That's why I personally agreed with you, and even I support the academic activity to be done such a way.
I always believed in this theory, and today I'm really glad that educators like you have validated this. That this kind of breaks will definitely refresh the child and make him concentrate better. So, moving ahead to my next question, sir, what do you do when you're not working? What are your hobbies?
I mean, personally, during my result time, most of the time, what I do is I read some books because books are the best friend. And as I have a one son and daughter, and my wife also a teacher, and we set a, such a that they should be a role model to them. So most of the time we spend from reading books or narrating the stories to children or discussing the topics where our student or our children are facing in the learning process. Apart from that, I watch some video clips where educational video clips where it is promoting the student education. And
All
as
right.
you know, already I told you I am a research scholar. So most of the time I spend in doing the research work, study, and authoring the books. So most of the
All,
time I prefer to.
all right, sir. Moving ahead to my next question, a tip that you would like to give to our parents for raising successful kids.
I personally advise, ma'am, being a parent, my first priority to the parents is be a role model. In terms of when we communicate or talk about school, our teachers, are our elder parents, because what they see from us and what they hear from us, then our young generation will follow. So we should be very careful enough. For example, if in front of my child, if I say any words in regards of my teacher, the class teacher or subject teacher or in regards of school, what happens is the child will take in same manner. If I take any word, harsh word I use in regards of my parent or my leader, the word grabs in the child and they learn the same manner, then the slowly the value will decrease. So moral ethics we need to give our young generation by being a role model to them.
Absolutely.
It is more effective than the teaching the moral value subjects.
Absolutely, sir. Children are very observant, and when we practice what we preach, that happens. You know,
The
it is
best
said
way.
that if you want your child to read, then grab a book yourself, and you see
Yeah.
that the child also starts reading. So this was a rapid fire round. So thank you so much for sharing some valuable thoughts with us. It was really an insightful session. The shared leadership concept, some wonderful tips for parents, and how to ensure that the classrooms are creative have been some wonderful discussions today. I really appreciate your time with me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving the opportunity to being giving me to say a few thoughts. Really, it is a happy moment to say a few of the words and let be this word a channel of blessing for the young generation. So it can be a great blessing to everyone. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you,
Thanks.
sir.